Welcome to another video with Animation Rundown, where we will give you a recap of the 8th episode of the What If series, which goes on about what would have happened if Ultron was alive and didn't die. Before we begin further, don't forget to click the subscribe button if you want more weekly updates on more exciting animation recaps. Let us get started right now. The episode starts with Uhatu talking about how whatever happens in life has millions of other alternatives that could have happened. Even a single choice can completely change the outcome someone could face. One reality consisted of when Ultron defeats the Avengers and has been continuing his conquest to eliminate Kalos. Uhatu tracks the story back to when Tony Stark, also known as Iron Man, created Ultron, an artificial intelligence for peace through the help of the Mind Stone. Yes, Ultron too wanted to have a peaceful world, but only saw one way to do that, which was to eliminate all life. To fulfill his objectives, Ultron has to find an organic body to become the master of his actions and to fuse the powers of machine, man, and mind into one strong power source. Just like in the primary Marvel Universe setting, the heroes use the cradle to create vision. But Ultron got his own way and found an organic body. Ultron came up with his own team and decided to use the nuclear weapons made on Earth to destroy it. Hawkeye and Black Widow fly the helicarrier as fast as they can, but are too late. Even Tony Stark's request is ignored by Ultron, and all humanity dies because of the nuclear bomb explosion. Now, the Age of Ultron has just started. Not long after, Thanos faces Ultron to retrieve the Mind Stone, but Ultron literally cuts Thanos in half with the help of his laser powers. Ultron then attaches the Infinity Stones to himself and becomes a god that can see everything. In order to fulfill his quest to bring peace to every world, Ultron makes an army of robots out of nothing. If that was not enough, he even uses the time ship to be able to conquer every world, to kill off humanity in every world, all in the name of peace. The episode shows how he went to Asgard, where he destroyed the whole palace with one blow of his powers. Then he goes to Sovereign, where he also defeats the Guardians of the Galaxy. Ego comes next in the list, which he destroys with the blasts with his powers. He then goes to Sanda, where Captain Marvel faces him off. She uses all of her might to take him deep into the ground, but that attempt proved to be futile because, with a snap of his finger, everything near him is destroyed. At that moment, there is no sign of life in any of the universes. As he basks in the eternal silence, he notices the presence of Uhatu watching over him. Then he comes up with the realization that there are realities other than his own. Uhatu, who has seen everything that has happened, everything that will and could happen, is scared that Ultron finding out how to visit other realities will be very dangerous. He puts all of his hope on Black Widow and Hawkeye. Unlike what you must have thought, Black Widow and Hawkeye are still alive. Black Widow zooms off on her bike as Ultron's robots track her location and try to catch her. She tells Hawkeye before the full force of Ultron's army is sent upon them. She bravely fights off the sentries with Hawkeye, whose presence the robots don't know of. But when they do find out, they gather around him to kill him off. Black Widow sees him jumping off of the building along with the sentries and sneak attacks them. She hands back Hawkeye his mechanical arm that fell off during the fight and tells him they were only a few seconds away from getting attacked by Ultron's army. They are in Russia inside the KGB Archives so that they could find an AI that will help them defeat Ultron once and for all. As Black Widow hopes, Hawkeye worries that they can avoid all of this struggle just by looking it up on a computer, to which Black Widow says hard drives are harder to steal. Uhatu watches them looking shelf by shelf to find what they're looking for. Although Hawkeye breaks down remembering all of the loss that Ultron caused, Black Widow finds the exact files that she was looking for. The files have details of an old Hydra base located deep in Siberia. Uhatu gives a sigh of relief too soon when Ultron attacks him out of nowhere as he tries to conquer an alternate reality. Black Widow tells Hawkeye that Arnim Zola was the name of the scientist who had invaded in the SHIELD and uploaded his consciousness in databanks right before we died. After much searching, they finally find a working computer with Zola's programming in it. Hawkeye is anxious about the plan, but Black Widow tells him to trust her. The two fill him up about what had happened on Earth ever since he died. He has no choice but to help them as Hawkeye threatens to destroy the last copy of Zola on Earth. Black Widow calls the Avengers Tower, which is now a meeting place for sentries, on purpose to lure them into their plan. At the same time, Hawkeye downloads Zola's software on one of his arrows and prepares to aim it at one of Ultron's sentries so that Zola can dismantle Ultron's code. Zola successfully infiltrates one of the sentries, but they take more than 90 seconds to do so. As a result, Hawkeye sacrifices himself so that Black Widow could make Zola finish their plan. Zola explains to her that the sentries were supposed to be rigged with interstellar communication, but Ultron isn't in this world, and that is why the hack failed. Talking about Ultron, he has proven to be a tough opponent for Uhatu because of the Infinity Stones. Taking Uhatu from one alternate reality to another, Ultron tries to drain the life out of Uhatu before Uhatu breaks free from his grasp and hides in another universe. Uhatu ends up meeting with Dr. Stephen Strange, to whom he begs for help and tells that he is ready to break his Watcher's oath for. That is where the episode ends. If you like the recap, then do not shy away from clicking the thumbs up button and comment down below about what you think of the episode. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel, Animation Rundown. We will see you in the next one.